Hi, and welcome to another exciting episode of House of Magic. I'm Eric.
And I'm Cassie. And today we're going to be talking to you about our personal experience and opinions on the Magic the Gathering League. So, for those of you who haven't heard of it, Magic the Gathering League is a very fun concept that Wizards has recently come up with, where you can do it at your local card shop, but they even encourage you doing it at home with friends. So it's a great way to bring friends to your place and teach them how to play Magic in a very casual setting. The concept is that you start off with 3 packs. You get those 3 packs, you open those 3 packs, and you make a 30 card deck from those 3 packs.
Minimum 30 cards.
Well, yeah, of course, a minimum 30 card deck. You're looking at about 13 lands and 17 spells. We personally started doing it at our local gaming shop that we now call our new home, which is Miniature Exchange. We're going to link to them down in the description because they have a wicked awesome online store where you can buy them and support them, and we always approve of supporting your local gaming shop. But if you need a card and you don't think they have it, we're going to suggest that you guys go to the people who makes us happy.
Yep.
So the way that we do it at our shop. Anyway, you pay in and you get 3 packs. You make your deck. Every week you are permitted to buy another pack. And then if you lose 3 games, you can buy another pack. But you can only buy 1 extra lost pack per week. So that means you can add up to 2 packs to your deck per week. When you sign up for League, you get one of these lovely little boxes. This one has a dino on it. People have been wondering about dinos and why everything in Ixalan is so dino heavy. I have a pretty good video for that coming up in the future that Eric has no idea we're doing. But we're going to discuss it.
I know why they made dinos in this set.
Well, we're going to talk about that later, honey.
Because they're dynamite! You're going to cut that out, aren't you?
No, I have to leave that in. So, on the side it says Magic League and a lovely place where you can put your name if your husband realizes that there's a place for a name and doesn't just write it randomly on the box. On the other side, of course, we have the Planeswalker symbol. When you open it up, there is plenty of space for all of your cards, plus all the additional packs you will be making. Purchasing, whatever.
Supporting your local game store. Also makes great little boxes, so after you're done with the league, now you can carry all your rares, your tradables in a box if you don't have a binder.
If you are like us and you have a specific friend or partner who you enjoy playing Magic with, we personally recommend buying 1 sleeve pack and splitting it into 2 because you only need 30 card decks. I like it because not only are people revamping their decks after each use, but it's also going to give you the opportunity to make some decks in a slightly more controlled environment that maybe you wouldn't try out in Standard because you don't have the cards for it, or you're not going to do in Draft because you're not getting the pulls for it. So even though Ixalan has been out for a while, in League, that's where I've made my first Dino deck.
Dinos. Actually, my deck is Dino too.
Are you sure? Because I'm
sucking.
Remember kicking your ass with my Dinos.
Yeah.
I've been doing pretty good. I love League. I'm going to tell you guys the reasons why I love League, and I'm sure Eric will chime in occasionally. It's kind of what he does best.
Yeah.
So why do I like League? Everyone is on a level playing field. You all start with 3 packs. You all have a mystery, and you all have the same amount of cards. At our local gaming store, I know some local gaming stores will require you to turn your box in at the end of the day. Ours lets us take it home, but we do have to provide a checklist of what we got out of each pack. So we cannot add cards that we did not pull. That means that no one can go out and buy cards. If you're poor, you're in the same boat as everyone else. If you're rich, you're in the same boat as everyone else. And it's a very limited format. I like limited formats because I don't have the money to go buying every single card in a deck.
Making it a $400 or $500 deck.
I also think that it gives you the opportunity to learn how to make decks better. So many people in Magic, they do Magic to win, and that's fine. If you want to be the person who goes in to win, there's nothing wrong with that. But when they're going in to win, all they do is they look at the opens, the Star City Games opens, or they look at Grand Prix, or they look at tournaments and see what decks are winning. They buy those cards. They don't have any imagination. They just play a winning deck. Of course, they need to learn how to play that winning deck, but they're not learning anything from that, and I feel the accomplishment is less belonging to them because of that.
And then you're playing against 20 people that have the exact same fucking deck.
I've always been
pretty fucking boring. I'd much rather lose and have fun, have something original, and then win and have the same deck as everybody else. Because if you match up the same person has the same deck, you know exactly what's going to happen to you. You know you're going to die by turn 3 or turn 4. So whoever goes first is guaranteed to win.
You have 2 red aggros. It's just a race to death.
Yeah.
So I like to make my own decks. I'm not the person who, I believe the term is net deck. I am not a net decker. Is that the correct term?
Yes.
Eric's a bit of a net decker. Eric's a semi-net decker.
Maybe.
So you're all on the same playing field, and you're learning how to make a deck. And that is a cameo appearance by Chewbacca, who is the world's worst cat. No, he's a great cat, but he's an asshole.
Yeah! You want to see what an asshole he is?
His middle name is a Johnny. I also think it's a great casual way to meet new players, especially at your local gaming shop, because you can play against as many people as you want. You don't even have to play on league nights. You can play on any night of the week that y'all are together. You just mark down your games, mark down your wins and losses, and then at the end, they even encourage doing fun prizes or certificates like most wins, most losses, best loss ratio, as in the person who lost the most.
That'd be me.
Good sportsmanship, like when you give your opponent's flyer even more power.
Some part you just say fuck it and just enchant the creature to have a massive overkill.
Just make you die quicker.
Yeah. I'm not saying I did it or none, but I did it.
And I also love the fact that Wizards suggest that you do this at home. They suggest that you make your own league. Don't just rely on your local gaming store to have it. Bring your friends in. It's a great casual way to teach friends Magic and a very inexpensive way for people to get invested in the game.
Yeah.
This becomes
at a low cost, because let's face it, Magic is
expensive.
It's expensive.
At most local gaming shops, they charge you for the price of 3 packs, $12, and you're in a league, and now you have a deck that you own and you can call your own. The only downside I have seen thus far to League, and please correct me if you guys think that you hate League, please tell us why. The only downside I've seen to League is that if you don't have the people, it's not going to be fun. One of the gaming stores that we go to, not for League, but for Draft, they only have 3 players in their league, which I learned the other day. That's not a place where we do League. The place where we play League has at least 10 to 20 players.
Oh yeah, I think everybody that patrons that store
is in League.
It's absolutely incredible. I mean, we went there one night. Was it Saturday?
Saturday's League night.
Saturday, yeah. They have an entire night just for it in there. That's all everybody does. There's no. I mean, I guess they could if somebody wanted to, but everybody was just playing the League.
On FNM nights, if you die early, you play League. Your League decks. If you're there on a Wednesday or Thursday where they have nothing going on and you want a League, just pull out your League deck, and if someone's there, they'll play you. The only thing that they recommend, and it's not really a rule in the Magic League, but it is a strong recommendation, is you not play the same person back to back. Some stores, like I said, do require you to turn in your decks. Our store just requires us to turn in our play sheets and our checklists.
Yep. I guess if they catch you cheating, you kicked out.
Well, yeah, that's probably the case. I believe leagues last 4 weeks. No, I could be wrong on that, but...
I think it lasted the entire time of the set.
Because league ends in 2 weeks, and then they get a week break, and then they start another league.
For what?
For what? For the same set. It's just a new league.
Oh, okay.
So each league lasts 4 weeks, and they can start a new league within the same set. So your stores will not have leagues coinciding, and you can always start your own league. So that way, if you need to sit out for a league, that's fine. But if you want to come in the middle of a league, usually they'll let you pop in too. You don't have to be there at the beginning. But if you miss the beginning, you don't have long to wait.
No, I mean, I like it. So far, I've really enjoyed it. I think I've lost every match.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
Because you lost 5, and I won 3 and lost 3. That's the other thing. It does create shorter matches because it's best of 1. You aren't playing tons of matches. And when you have a 30-card deck, you're going to have a much shorter match. Mm-hmm. Oh, and there's a free mulligan. Your first mulligan is free. So who doesn't like that?
Yeah. And, yeah, I mean by free, like, you draw another set, and you get to scry, which we found out, like, the last game, which was exciting and terrible at the same time.
I learned that game, too.
But, yeah, it's great. You know, you go, pay your money, you pick up your new deck, and you just whip it out and start playing with it.
I would definitely say, especially if you're trying to find a new local gaming store, or if you're new to an area and trying to find the right local gaming store to call home, League is really the way to do it. That's a great way for you to rapid play people, see who's at the store, get to know new people, and really form a bond with those people. I think League is the thing that really pushed us to the store that we're currently at.
Yeah. Well, that, and they were just a hell of a lot closer to home.
Don't worry, we're going to have a whole nother episode on finding your favorite local gaming store.
Well, we need to go try out the Walmart one.
But that's for another episode. So, please leave us your comments in the description below. Press that like button, press that subscribe button. Share this with your friends, especially if you have friends who are thinking about Magic. Think about signing up for a league. Tell them it's $12. Who can't afford $12?
Exactly. You're going to spend it anyways.
It's cheaper than a draft. Mm-hmm. And you get this cute little box. Look, it has a dino on it. Who doesn't want a dino box?
Look at the cute little dino.
Oh,
cute little dino.
Oh, he's so cute.
So cute, so ferocious.
And if you have a girlfriend or fiance who you can convince to do it, you can always say, oh, it makes a great jewelry box when you are done. Mm-hmm. Cardboard jewelry box, because that's every girl's dream. Please let us know in the comments below. Are you in a league? How do you feel about leagues? Do you feel that they're a good thing for Magic? Do you think they're good for beginners? Do you think they're a waste of time for advanced people? Let us know what you guys think. That's the best thing about this, is we want to know what you think.
Yes, remember, like us, share us, subscribe to us. And if you don't like us, too fucking bad. Do it anyways.
And if you're a specific brother I have who's watching this video, we're watching you. Okay, thank you again so much for tuning in today. Please keep an eye out. Like I said, we have a bunch of ideas brewing in our head. And please let us know what you want to see. We know you guys want matches. We want to give you live matches, and we're saving up for a webcam to do that. If you guys would be fine with some pre-recorded matches, let us know down below. Otherwise, I've been Cassie. This has been Eric.
Hi.
Thank you again for watching House of Magic, and y'all have a great evening. Or day or whatever.
Bye, y'all.